Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on this live stream. We're coming to you live from the 17th China-ASEAN Expo that's happening right now in Nanning, the capital of Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. I'm Lynn and I'm very excited today to be joined by a fellow Malaysian, Beh Yuen Hui. Hi Beh, thanks for joining us.
Hello, this is Beh from the Star Malaysia. I've been in China for 3.5 years, going to 4, and this will be the third time I'm covering the K-Expo.
So you've covered the Expo for 3 times now, right, including this year. What are some of the changes that you've actually seen?
One very obvious change is the varieties of Malaysian products. From the beginning, in 2017, what we know about Malaysia is just durian, coffee, and bird's nest. And in 2018, we managed to get new merchants coming in with cosmetics and fashions, even arts and handicraft, cultural products. Until today, this year we're a bit scaled down, but we still have a few varieties instead of just coffee, durian, and bird's nest. Yeah.
In a little while, we'll be taking you guys on a little tour around the Malaysian pavilion. So in fact, right now what we're having is a famous Malaysian white coffee, 就白咖啡. You can see this. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to give it a taste. It's 有点甜, maybe it's a 3-in-1 version, right?
A bit sweet, but I think it's just pretty normal because the Chinese, they love sweets though.
The trend going forward, maybe they, less sugar, less calorie in general.
There are a few types of coffee, in fact. There are the
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave the coffee here. And so, just to give you a sense as well, obviously this is the main pavilion right here. We've got many booths right here. I understand there are 26 physical booths this year.
26 companies.
Companies, that's right. So this is the coffee that we tried.
Yes.
And bird's nest here, of course.
Bird's nest. It's a Malaysian signature. Bird's nest is a must.
I want to show you guys this booth right here. Hi, Mr. Law. Nice to see you again. 我们在直播. We are live right now.
Hello, 大家好. Good morning, everybody.
He's also from Malaysia.
Yes.
So, okay,
This
can you...
saved my life in Beijing. If I miss Malaysian food,
You can always come to
all
me.
this will be my lifesaver.
Right, these are mostly because your company is a trading company,
Yes,
food
yes.
trading company, so mainly paste, right?
We specialize in Malaysia food, all kind of Malaysia food. We have very equipped or well covered range of Malaysia products. For this exhibition, we bring Malaysia taste. So unfortunately or fortunately, all the paste sold out today. Today is last day. So now we only have bak kut teh.
This is good news. I keep hearing this from other exhibitors as well, that they have run out of food quite fast. Can we have a look at this? Do you still have some?
Yes.
Yeah?
Let's try some. This is yummy. Very, very yummy.
So this is, as you can see right here, it's bak kut teh, which actually is in Hokkien, right?
Hokkien, yeah.
Bak kut, which is actually 肉骨, and teh is actually cha. So bak kut teh, it's very common in Malaysia. 你哋講廣東話啊頭先。
You can try.
Cantonese is one of a very common dialect in Malaysia.
This is mushroom,
You try this?
and then there's garlic. We put some garlic here, so look very yummy, very nice. And we have, of course, the hot grape.
Yes.
Yes, you can try. Okay, you can try this.
Okay, Beh, where's yours?
Before you drink, get the smell first.
Oh my gosh. Normally we eat it with the onion rice.
Yes.
Onion rice, right? And the
Herbal soup.
yao zhao guai.
Correct.
The fried dough that we have.
Especially for winter, so keep your body warm. Especially during winter, keep our body warm. And then for northern Chinese, they like it to put together with steamed food. So it's very nice. They can put all sorts of ingredients, seafood.
Just come by here, then Beh can come by here. We just asked you a couple of questions, yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Law. So
Yeah.
you've been doing business in China for over 10 years now, right?
Yes.
I want to ask you about the RCEP recently that was signed.
Yeah.
Specifically, how will it benefit your company? Because ASEAN already has a free trade agreement with China. It already has a combined free trade agreement with Australia and New Zealand.
Oh yes, definitely it will benefit all the Malaysian company and China company. Even though yes, as you say, we already have a free trade agreement with China and Australia, but overall it become the biggest economy body. So the focus, the world traders will come to this region. So indirectly, there are more activities. So every company, every country will be benefited. Yes.
It's more of an indirect sort of spillover benefits. But to your company, do you have any like forecasts? Maybe towards Japan and South Korea? Is it your market?
Sure. Okay, it's very coincidence. Yesterday, there are two Korean company came here and they want to bring our durian or our paste to Korea, which is unbelievable because I visited Korea almost every year during their exhibition. The response was durian too smelly. The people over there may not able to accept it. But since this, because of this exhibition, they come all the way and look for the durian. I was very surprised, and I can expect maybe this year or next year, the demand in Korea will be shoot up. Yes.
Mostly because of RCEP?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I am very happy to hear that your pace has sold out. Thank you. All the best. No, Beh, he was just saying that he's very surprised that some people from Korea came all the way to actually find out, maybe to talk about deals. I understand that you have a very interesting story to share about a Malaysian who has gone through many steps to enter China, right, to exhibit.
There's coffee merchant over there.
Yeah, but can you maybe just share with us?
His 7 years joining the expo, in fact, and then to leave the country because Malaysia is still closed now. So to leave the country, you need to apply for passes, and to enter China as well, you need to apply for a lot of passes. So it took him 2 months to apply for various passes, and he has to undergo a few COVID tests more than 5 times to enter China. And his response was just, it's all worth it because of the exposure, and also because of what benefits he can get from the expo.
So I think this expo is not just merely symbolic. Would you say it does have a significance to businesses, right? But here I understand, I mean, from what I see, it's actually more towards B2C, business to consumer, or is it also B2B?
B2B, more of them are B2B actually. If you can get a few distributors through the event, it's considered very good already. So although most of them are consumer, but as long as you can get 1 or 2 serious distributors.
Agreed. Sorry, this caught my eye. I like peanut butter.
Okay.
Can we have a look at this peanut butter?
This is also a very famous brand in Malaysia. You can try some.
I think I want to ask the 老板 for the peanut butter one. Is that peanut butter? 老板娘，刚才跟你聊，我们在直播，可以试一下你的那一个，对。Wow, look at these people here.
Because the products are cheaper.
Yeah, slightly cheaper if you buy from the expo. 你好，你们是本地人吗？是广西南宁的。
对呀，
试过这个饼干吗？
刚刚现在想买呀。
你试了吗？试了吗？
我还没试。
还没试就买了。
那里有啊。
哦，所以试了是吧？
试了，可以。它可以还行吗？它有那个味道不怎么甜，就可以。谢谢。
So they're actually locals and they haven't tried this before, but they just tried it earlier and they bought it. Do you want to give it a try? I think we should. 你好，我们可以看一下你那个这个 peanut butter， 谢谢。OK。来，美女姐姐试一下。谢谢，我看一下，这是 peanut butter 的，好。 这个卖的还好。Have one. Okay.
I'm here every day.
Okay. Oh, it's good. It's not too rich. This is another store that caught my eye. Are you a fan of?
Of course. I brought back with me from Malaysia. My luggage should be full of instant noodle.
And the prawn crackers too, right there. 我们可以试一下这个吗？
对。
Oh, it's another famous.
对，马来西亚虾片，还有这个酱油是在马来西亚是90年品牌了，它是头冲，所以今年会在南宁有店，在南湖名都那边。对，地点是在南湖名都酒店后面。不是
展了很多年了，不是第一年了，对，11年了，对，中国内。
She's been in China for 11 years right now. It's from Malaysia too, but it's a 90-year-old brand. Oh, curry mee. Oh, this is my favorite too. 谢谢。I want to give this a try too. 好的。So there's going to be a press conference this afternoon, right? Talking about the wrap up of the maybe the deals. I think for Malaysia last year it made about over 600 million ringgit in deals. So what are some of your takeaways from the expo?
For me, instant noodle as usual. I didn't actually have a lot of time to shop on my own in previous years, because we always have ministers coming for the event, and when the ministers is around, there will be a lot of other events outside of the exhibition center. So this is the first time I actually have time to shop slowly and go through. Unfortunately, it has been scaled down to 26 companies, so there's not much choices this year. But I bought
看一下他们那个别的。
instant noodle is a must.
It's the same company. Yes, that's right. They mentioned they have another booth here too. But what would be some of your takeaways, as in from the people you have spoken to, the people you have interviewed here, in general, right? What are some of your main sort of taking home points?
Coffee and durian products. We used to have durian ice cream, durian coffee, durian candy, all sort of different durian products. Unfortunately, they are not here this year.
Any learning points? I mean, any main summary from your coverage of this expo? Because you're foreign media, technically Malaysian media, right? The Star Malaysia is an English newspaper. So I suppose your coverage, you're looking from a Malaysian angle. So what would be some of your learning points?
For me?
Yes,
or
your coverage, based on your coverage.
Can I don't really understand.
Oh, it's like based on like the stories you've written. What have you reported on? Your main sort of takeaways.
My stories, you mean? I will focus on how those things benefits Malaysian businessmen, especially the SME, who really needs a lot of help. So, forget about the big companies, the corporate they are established. The SME especially, how to tap into Chinese market, and what are the challenges they are facing, and what is their targets.
So what are some of the main challenges are they facing based on what you're hearing from them?
Mm-hmm. Branding is one thing. But the word made in Malaysia, it's actually, how would I say, it sells. Because the Chinese knows about Malaysia. We don't have to really spend a lot of efforts explaining to people, what Malaysia products are. They know and they have the confidence. But branding, the brand itself.
And I suppose the Chinese market is very fast evolving. They're very demanding, very discerning. So I think to really navigate this is think is also a challenge, but also exciting for a lot of foreign companies, right? So we're back here at the coffee place. So before I let you go, Beh, I just have one final question for you. You've worked in China, just now you mentioned, for over 3 to 4 years now, right? How does it feel, working in China as a foreign journalist? Talk to us about your journey. You can just...
I would say it's a mix of excitement and frustrations. Yes.
Pin down some of them.
Working in China, it's pretty, how would I say, not so straightforward. It's like Malaysia is a small country, right? And then we can get a lot of things like dealing directly with the person in charge. But China, you have to go through a lot of hazards to get things done. And the exciting part, of course, you get to see different stuff. Although you should say Malaysian Chinese, yes, we celebrate the same festival. We may have a common language, which is Mandarin, but the background, the work, the environment, the growing up environment, somehow it's still different. Yeah. But it's exciting to explore. It is very, very exciting.
The pros and cons, the pros would outweigh the cons, because in any country that we work in, there will definitely...
In terms of work, yes, a little bit of frustration, but if you say leisure part, out of when I'm not working, I enjoy China.
The living experience in totality, right? And if I could just get you to summarize, to sell Malaysia to our international audience, what does Malaysia have to offer to ASEAN, to China, to the rest of the world? Like you said, it's not just coffee, it's not just bird's nest anymore, right? So what do you think Malaysia can offer?
Malaysia has everything. Our tagline, Malaysia truly Asia. We have everything. We have beaches, we have rainforests, we have, because of the multiracial society, we have different cultures, we have beautiful historical sites. We have everything. We have highlands. If you think Malaysia is too hot, you can go to Cameron, Fraser Hill, and Genting. We have entertainment.
That's a long list.
We have
completely selling Malaysia. All right, thank you so much, Beh, for your time. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to bring in a second guest. I'm going to just check if she's here. Hang on, yeah. Okay. Hello, Zaimah. Hello. Thank you for your time. Please introduce yourself. She's actually the trade consul, right?
Hi, I'm Zaimah. If I may introduce myself in Chinese a bit,
Yes, please.
A bit only. 大家好，我是 Zaimah, Malaysia, 商务领事，在广州。I'm Zaimah, a trade consul from Madrid, that based in Guangzhou. Yeah.
I just have to say, your Chinese is amazing. It's my first time listening to her, to you speak Chinese. How long have you been in China?
This will be my 4 years plus in China. I came to Guangzhou in 2016. Yeah, but before that I was based in Hong Kong. 4 years in Hong Kong. So altogether, Hong Kong part of China. So this is going to be my 9th years in China. Yeah,
it's a decade. So you must love this region.
Yeah, China, it's something like, it's a very vibrant country now. In China, you can see there's a lot of changes throughout the years. So which is, we are so impressive. And that's why you can see the Malaysian also eager to participate in this event, because China can give them a lot. Yeah.
Can you talk to us about how much, when you say a lot, to how much exactly, how important is the Chinese market to Malaysian businesses?
Yeah. This China, because we have this ASEAN China Free Trade Area, FTA, AFTA, or it can be like China call it CAFTA. So with this FTA, it gives us a lot of, a platform for the product, or Malaysian product, to enter China with a reduction of tariff. So it gives us a favorable tariff. Yeah. So because of that, and then a lot of trade facilitation for them to enter the China market. And because China, the biggest population, and then now the consumer purchasing power also growing. Yeah. And these coming few years, especially this year, the trend of the e-commerce platform is getting more and more vibrant. And then, you know, with a lot, if you can see, throughout there's a lot of live streaming. People do live streaming with the involvement of KOL, influencer. So, you know, we should not like lag behind. Yeah.
We should keep up with the trends.
Yes.
You mentioned a really right point. Speaking to a couple of businesses, not just Malaysian, but other ASEAN businesses, they say that during COVID-19, if it's not for online sales, they would, I mean, a lot of their search in sales is thanks to online channels.
Yeah. For example, if I may share with you, during the first, not the first day, on the 23rd of November, actually we did a live streaming collaboration with the China-ASEAN Expo organizer. So we are the one, Malaysia is the only one among ASEAN countries was invited for that live streaming and collaboration with Tabao. So during that time, I was also, get a chance to say a few words to introduce Malaysia. And then during that time also, we wanted to create awareness. Hi guys, we are here. We are in CES4. Come visit us. So we did promote some of the products in the Tabao. But during that time, it's not really good. But then yesterday, I met one of the exhibitors, and he told me, Juan, surprisingly that we got like after 2 days after the live streaming, from like they're selling the honey. From 2 bottles, after like 1 day, they got another 30 bottles order. So you're talking about 1 bottle is like 220 RMB, which is not really, we can consider like premium product. So for me, it's a good move. That means live streaming is play a role because you're talking about to reach out the consumer. Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Definitely, this is a trend going forward. So, okay, there are about 26 companies, right? Talk to us. You have the broad overview of how the expectations, the outcomes. So, how would you evaluate this year's expos in terms of Madrid and obviously the Malaysian government's expectations versus the outcomes of these expos?
Okay. Actually, honestly, when COVID hits, it's really like, we are saying, oh my God. Usually we are among the biggest participation. Like last year we have 180 booths, and then this year, So this year the participation, the scaling down to only 30 booths. Okay, with the 26 company participate. So we thought that how's the expectation? It could be like how to fulfill the expectation of exhibitor. So, but then surprisingly during the first day itself, we saw like a good crowd coming. And then the turnout also, based on the feedback of the exhibitor, they say, quite surprised because they thought that it's only like a normal visitor. But then there's a lot of potential inquiries, serious discussion, And then like from our office, Matrix Guangzhou and also Matrix Chengdu, we did invite a serious buyer to come. So there's 4 buyers from Matrix Chengdu came, and also from Guangdong province, from that province. And also we have 30 members of Guangdong cross-border e-commerce came to do the sourcing. So this is what additional effort done by Matrix to help, to boost the potential, business opportunity for the exhibitor. So despite the COVID-19 challenge, so we did get a good response from the exhibitor, which is they are happy with the participation this year.
This is good to know. Which is your favorite of food or drink? I mean, we're now at another coffee place, right? Oh, I want to try that teh tarik kat situ, and I try. Can we try that? As you can see, the amount of people, I mean, they're just trickling in. Yes, can I try the pulled tea? 拍一下它的画面。我太忙了哦。teh tarik，ada teh tarik 的。
帅哥，我们自己装了吗？
好，您自己装，好吧。这榴莲咖啡，来试一下。
This is durian coffee. Oh, durian coffee. Can I have the kat sini durian flavor?
Yeah, durian.
I can actually smell it. It's quite strong.
You can see there's a okay, this is teh tarik.
I nak try it. I nak both. I greedy tau. Speaking Malaysia. So cheers. Durian coffee. Well, disclaimer, I'm a Malaysian, but I don't really like durian.
Some people don't like.
Yeah.
They don't like durian.
But this is for those who like durian, they will love this, right?
Some people love to eat durian, fresh durian. Yeah.
It's of course very famous.
Yeah.
in China. So this is another very. How long has this company been in Malaysia? In China.
I think some of them, because due to the pandemic, they cannot come. But the participation is by the importer who already in China. So the company they come for this year, they leverage on their existing importer or distributor.
Local distributor and importer, right? I want to bring another thing to light because I find this very interesting. If you look at the products, right, they have QR codes here. Is it the one on the products? Or here, sorry. Okay, so obviously the payment here, but there's the QR codes for the brand page, the account page. So if you follow them and you want to order, they can deliver it to you.
Yeah. I think this is how now. This is something that it evolved from a previous year participation. So we tell them, okay, this is how that you is a cashless transaction. So you just need to scan the QR code, not only for you to make a payment, then also for
there you go. Here, you see the QR code.
And also for you to follow the account.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is also like a part of the branding to create awareness. Yeah.
This is really brilliant because I know back in Malaysia, maybe it's still at the nascent stage. Because I was visiting a couple of booths, and they said that they ran out of products. But scan. So even though if I go back to Beijing, they can update me if they have discounts and stuff. And then I can just order, and then the quality express delivery to my place. So it's about keeping tabs with the customer.
Yes. So that means that, okay, for example, like some company, they are, they also surprised. All the products also out. But with like you mentioned, with the code, so they said, no worry, tomorrow I will deliver it to your door. It's as efficient.
So China tomorrow, within one day,
so efficient.
Of course, Julie's is a big one here too.
Julie's is, I think, like a part of our top brand in China. Everyone knows it. And then what we like is actually Julie's also represent Malaysia. When you go out and you see a lot of people, take the bag of Julie's when they go out. We are so proud to say that, okay, they've been to Malaysia Pavilion. Yeah, they've been to Malaysia Pavilion. We know that, right?
Which is the most famous flavor? Or the latest? Can we try one, maybe?
Let me try.
这个是什么味道的？
这个是柠檬口味的。
Oh, the lemon flavor. Okay, I try. Can we have a look? Is this popular in China?
Yeah. Julie's, yeah. I think Julie's, not only the retail supermarket, major supermarket, they also online. Yeah. They're doing online as well. Yeah. And you can see with the nice branding. The paper bag is really
cantik lah. Can you speak more Chinese?
一点点.
Another phrase?
Yeah. Malaysia exhibitor 生意兴隆。
你学到的词很到位。
听得懂，说一点点。
I'll give you 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 marks. 这是什么味道的呀？Oh, peanut butter. Is it peanut butter?
Yeah.
Okay. Among famous.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh, guys, I want to show you this.
Yeah.
Bowl.
Okay. For the tea,
They just came in last year, right?
Yeah.
They told me.
for the tea, bowl is quite new in China because China to compete tea. Like China, we can say what land of tea. You can have a lot of tea, but for them, like they have like the green tea, chrysanthemum tea. But it's difficult for our tea. Our tea is what black tea, is it? Penetrate. But surprisingly, when both came, they participate in Canton Fair in Guangzhou last year. So from there, then we start do a lot of promotion with them. Like when we do a Malaysia food promotion, they also join.
Can we check? Yeah. Can we just see if there's any tea?
You see this one?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sally, 没有啦. Can we have? So this is a very famous. If you can see the words here, Teh Tarik.
你想不想再拉一下？来拉一下。
Oh, this is the pulled tea. Oh, I miss this. You know, normally in hawker stalls in Malaysia, you would actually see them using the tin cans. Kan, rindu. I see, Sally. I see that you are all sold out.
All sold out. It's really hot sold and attractive all of the Nanning citizens to come to my booth. And yesterday we all sold out. Super hot because they enjoy the taste.
Are you very happy?
Yeah, very happy. And next year I will be together with Mache.
You're coming again next year.
Yeah, I will come the next year. Yeah.
How many times are we supposed to pull? Just curious.
And actually, for now, the technical for both, we have already. It's instant tea now in office or in your family in the house. You don't need to pull like this.
I want to show the audience.
Yeah, we want to show.
To get the foam itself, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely want to try and introduce this to our audience too. So in Malay, the word is actually teh tarik, right? So teh is tea and tarik is actually pull. It's a famous
Pulcha, is it? In the Chinese, it's pulcha.
Lacha. Lacha, 对，是lacha. Yes, Zaimah, you first. Tak, you first. Okay. Thank you. Is this 3-in-1? It's got a little bit of sugar inside? Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Oh, it's good. You know why I like it? It's not very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
In Malaysia, every time I go to a mamak stall, which is actually what you would order, like, you know, from the Malay food, right? Yeah. I would always say, kurang manis.
Yeah, kurang.
3 times less sweet.
Yeah, but it's thick. It's thick. You can,
We use the just not less sugar. We use the stevia. Stevia. We place most of the sugar. Stevia is good for the health. Yeah. So it's no too much sugar inside.
Expensive. So don't you think it's affect the price of your?
How is your price position in China if you compare to other milk tea? Is it more?
Milk tea is medium price, not too expensive because compared to the physical, just like the offline some store, we are much more better price. Yes.
And you entered China just last year, right?
We entered China just last year, and we have a very good performance for the market now because this year we open online Alibaba Fresh Store, and you can buy online anytime. Yeah, you want. And then also the physical now, the supermarket, Hema already online. Yes.
What is like both strategy in China, right? I want to talk about this with both of you since you're both here, because I mean, doing business in China today is very different from 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yes.
So what are some of the challenges and what are some of the opportunities? Maybe I can start from you for either or.
Maybe both. You from the perspective of
from the business first, then we can go with the overview of largely Malaysian business.
Yeah, 5 years ago, maybe 5 or 10 years ago, it's a little difficult. But nowadays, from the government support, we open a lot of exhibition, and the government support just like the south, all the country we have the exhibition. Yeah, and also. Now Alibaba, is a global. Yeah, Alibaba made it easy now because we can during the business we open the online fresh store and also the offline. So for now, I think the government support is very important to let the world very close, right? Yeah.
To bring in a business to another country, or is it about the policies? What exactly?
The policy just like. Nowadays, right? Just like we import from Malaysia, and during is the Dongmeng, the zero duty. It will be really better to lower the price now. Enjoy the same price, nearly the same price with the local. Yeah. Yes.
From your end, Zaimah, what are some of the challenges Malaysian businesses are facing in entering China on one hand, but also those already in China? What are the challenges they face to expand in China?
Yeah. Okay. The challenges is actually for the product entry, the certification. That is the most parts of challenges to get the CIQ,
yes,
the CIQ, yeah, to get the what do you call it, the certified for the product that can enter China market. So it's not that any product you can just enter like that.
Based on what standards?
Criteria. I mean, like they need to see on the labeling, the packaging, the contents, the ingredient. But it's like food safety, you know. But not only food, but also they have another one different for the beauty, healthcare, you know.
Is it more stringent if you compare to standards around other countries in the world?
Say like that because they have their own certification or they have their own rules and regulation, which is sometimes is not applicable to other countries. So that means you must have an additional. You know, sometimes they're not familiar. For example, like, you know, Malaysia, we are rich about all these herbs. We have this serai, lemongrass, you know, we have herbs, for example, which is they are not familiar with that. For example, like in Malaysia, we can sell like maybe could be white coffee with the habatus sauda, which is black seed. But when we want to come here, they not consider it as part of things that you can add into the food. So then we can,
because it's not familiar yet.
Yeah, it should be like that because sometimes for them, we didn't use this for food, you know, for the things to be added in the food. So this is some of the challenges whereby we have actually people interested to import, but we can't bring it here.
So one is actually the product certification. What about other main?
And also, if I may share now because of the COVID-19, is a logistic arrangement. It will be much more expensive, costly, and also it take longer time. Because it's not as frequent as before. Before you can have daily. For example, like the air cargo. Now you have only once a week. Like for example, in Guangzhou, only once a week flight with a Malaysian flight. Then I think roughly it will affect on the logistic arrangement. And also another one is actually to understand Chinese, behavior, what they want. Okay, for example, the taste. It could be like I mentioned just now with you, like tea. How for us to compete with the local tea? China, it's the land of tea. You have all types of
land of tea, but slowly the coffee market is brewing too.
Yeah. So we try to promote both. Just like both is really long history in Malaysia, but in China we are young also. So we pay more attention and to work more hard to let more and more people to taste first, and then when they taste, they will enjoy, and word of mouth they will buy again. Yes, it's important. We together with Zaimah work together. Sometimes much offer us so many opportunities to work outside of life. I'm really happy. Yeah.
And you understanding the Chinese consumers, right? That will be the last, right?
You must know how to put yourself into the market. So you must find the specialty of the product. So you must be creative. You have to think out of the box. How to penetrate. For example, like they have what other criteria they want to portray to the Chinese consumer. And then, for example, like teh tarik, it's something that is not common for other countries, but it's for us. Another challenge is I want to say is actually also compete among ASEAN countries because our products have similarity. For example, like white coffee, they also now you can see Vietnam, Indonesia also have white coffee. The durian product, you can see now a lot of other booths also. So
and now with the recently signed RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership is gonna, I would say, maybe increase competition a little bit more because pricing.
The cake is getting smaller, if I may say, because you have to cut it into 15 pieces, whereby before it's only 10 pieces because it's among ASEAN.
You just have to spur yourself to be more competitive from quality, pricing, innovation.
Because we have this additional 5 countries on top of 10 that we have, which is 10 plus 1. Now it became 10 plus 1 plus 4, which is 15 countries. But to think into a positive way, then you can also, at the same time, you have a challenger, a competitor, but actually you can expand more beyond in China. For example, then you can have Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand.
Exactly, agree. Because this competitor make us the motivate us to improve ourselves, develop.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Sally. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up this segment. So today's the final day of the expo. So it looks like even though with the COVID-19 pandemic, by and large, Malaysia is quite pleased with the outcome. Yes.
I think because today I managed to speak to a few of them instead of and also yesterday, and when we collect the feedback from the company, so surprisingly, the first day we managed to get like roughly about 29 million ringgit Malaysia potential sales, and the second day we got about like 19 million daily basis.
From the book, physical or online? Physical only.
Yeah, physical only. And for the online actually the challenges, if I may share with you, is a bit like people cannot taste. You cannot try, cannot see, cannot touch the feels. Yeah. So it's a bit difficult. But we also, on top of it, we put additional effort whereby we do collaboration with the China Construction Bank to do the virtual business matching online. Yeah, so we do hope with that we can, we can support them.
That's B2B level?
Yes, it's a B2B. That is a B2B.
So the 29 million ringgit, right? So is that for also B2B or B2C or in total?
That is in total. Because we have like, a serious buyer that they're talking about. Because just now I speak to the TUD, Sdn Bhd. So they said that surprisingly in the first 2 days, they have a few that thought that it's only like people walk in, a consumer thingy. But they said they have their own channel. So like they're using a WeChat, they have a follower, so they wanted to buy to become a distributor or dealer. So this is what is actually people looking at. For those that already have their presence in China, they want to expand more. So they want
their brand, right, to make it more.
China is huge. So they want to reach out to more second and third tier cities compared already. The first tier is already been covered. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of population, because you mentioned China is huge, Malaysia's population is what, 30-ish?
Yeah, about 30 million, 32 million.
Yeah, so if you compare that to China, which is 1.4.
Potato.
Small potato.
Small potato, yeah.
Okay, so any wrapping up, summing up messages? What is it at Malaysia you feel that you can really offer to ASEAN, to China, to the world today? Because global trade, right, barriers are going to be, slowly removed, even though with tensions. So how can Malaysia stay relevant in China today?
Okay, we do hope that with a lot, more promotion, and then with the RCEP that recently signed, and then this year also we celebrate the 10 years anniversary of China-ASEAN FTA. We do hope that we can give more platform for people to use, to leverage on this platform, to for the trade liberalizations and everything. So what we wanted, because Matrade, we are the national trade promotion agency for Malaysia. So what we wanted to do, we have to buckle up, to do more promotion, create more branding awareness, and then with these people as well. And then, in China, not only China-ASEAN Expo, we have other events. We have CIIE, we have Canton Fair, and then we have a few events that we want to explore for the China market. And also, we do also a lot of one-to-one and then online business matching. So we do hope that for the Malaysian company, they, take an advantage of this event
platforms, expo
platform, utilize the FTA. Yeah. So I hope that this year, despite the COVID-19, so we hope that, but life must go on. Business also must go on.
You must plan for what happens after COVID-19, right? Great. Okay, and with that, thank you so much, Zaimah. Pleasure. Thank you. So with this, thank you for tuning in, and that's it from us at the China-ASEAN Expo in Nanning. Bye.